Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to GameStar TV. Well, we're going to go live now with our lead up into the semi-final match that we're going to be covering from the ZOWIE GameStar Overwatch League. Thursday night's Week 3 playoffs broadcast, and we've just had our first quarterfinal finish. In fact, we've had all of the quarterfinals finish. And before I throw it over to our casters tonight to talk about that, a big shout out to GNB from Untitled Spreadsheet. He has subscribed tonight, so thanks for subbing, mate. And he's made a comment about VODs, and I think he probably told me something in my brain a couple of days ago while I was like all addled from cold and flu drugs. So I'll have to check at my PMs from him and see what he actually said. I think I might have paid him twice as well for his winnings last week. No, I'm kidding. I only paid him once. So yeah, just a shout out to GNB. Thanks for subbing, man, and giving back to the community. Right now, all of our subscriptions go right back into the cash prizes that we are putting up for all of our competitions. So pat yourself on the back, man. You're giving back to the community. Well, let's have a look at the brackets, Bobby J and All G.
Thank you very much, and yes, indeed, let's look at the brackets as we have in the first semi-final game, which is we are not casting. We have Untitled Spreadsheet going up against Jam Gaming, who just came off their win against Team Expert, All G.
Yeah, big win there for Jam Gaming, 4-0 against Team Expert. Very strong performance. So, hey, it's going to be a tough game against Untitled Spreadsheet, but they'll be happy coming in with such a strong win in the quarterfinals.
We had Jim looking very sharp there with his Widowmaker. He'd be wanting to get to the finals to potentially play the Chiefs, go up against Hey Katie. So speaking of the Chiefs, that's our game coming up right now. We have the Chiefs versus the Cucks. Mick. Rhetorical, by the way.
What was that? Sorry, the Chiefs versus the Cucks. I've seen them play a few times actually in scrims, but obviously scrims don't mean much because you're always trying new character lineups. I think the Cucks have been looking really good the last few weeks. Obviously, they've been getting nice results in the qualifiers for the ZOWIE GameStar League. It'd be good to see them beat a team like Untitled Spreadsheets or the Chiefs. So we'll see if they can get a win on the board against a strong opponent. I'd personally like to see them win, but I know Smorglet's a beast, and I can just see, I've just looked at the lineups now. I've heard Smorglet's a beast, so I'm really looking forward to seeing him play again. And yeah, this will be a good game. This will be a really good game.
So pretty clean wins for everyone advancing from the quarterfinals, with Untitled going 4-1 against Orbit, Jam going 4-0 against Team Expert, Chiefs going 4-0 against Kurz, and the Cucks going 4-1 against Thanks. Do you boys think having no Advant or no Tainted Minds kind of made it some teams that weren't as high a caliber as those teams? Like, would it make it a little bit easier for teams to advance through the semis? Not trying to downplay anyone, but
so yeah, I think. Sorry, just go through the question again, Bobby. Just sort of sum it up very quickly.
I'll give it to you. He's just saying, do you think that without having Tainted Minds and Avant Guardian, that the teams that came through the ranks on Monday weren't as strong as what we normally see?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit 50-50. I mean, Orbit did manage to get a point off Spreadsheet, which, I mean, it is only a point, but that is still, quite an achievement coming up against such a strong team as Spreadsheet. And hopefully we will be seeing, AV and Tainted Minds back in against next week. But I think it may have been slightly easier for them to come up. And you're right, Bobby, you don't want to discredit any teams here. We do have a lot of really good teams. But I think regardless, the experience that, Kurz would have got tonight against Chiefs and Team Expert against Jam and, Thanks as well and Orbit, I'll say them all. It's really good experience for them to take into Mondays and learn a thing or two. So, it might have been a bit easier for them this week, but they'll be relishing at the opportunity as well.
We have the teams picking their maps. We don't have the maps yet. So what would you guys expect to see from Chiefs? What sort of maps do you think they'll be banning out?
Oh, Mick, do you want to take this one for me since you've seen more professional play than myself?
I think the Chiefs would really like to go to Dorado. against these guys. I think I really feel that the King of the Hill maps will be a bit of a wild card. That's probably where the Woodcucks look like they could easily or convincingly take a game off them. So I think that Chiefs really want to stick to the payload maps. I mean, we'll see what happens. Like, both teams are really familiar with all the maps. I know these two teams do scrim each other a lot as well, so they're going to be very familiar with each other's play styles and character picks. I think Smorglet into the mix and no Zelogs is a real big shake-up. And Dorky coming back in. I think, was it Dorky that missed last week?
I believe so.
Dorky, it was Dorky.
So we're going to Lijiang first, which, again, is a comfortable map. I could see the Woodcucks winning here, though. I've seen these guys play on this map before, and it has gone either way, and not in a close fashion either. Like, I've seen the Chiefs go really hard out and smash the Woodcucks on Lijiang, and I've also seen the Woodcucks smash the Chiefs on this map as well. So this could be a mixed bag of goodies, I reckon.
You know, we've seen both of those teams have very good holds on Gibraltar, so that's going to be an interesting clash there as teams. These teams are both very strong on that map, and then we've got Hollywood, which the Chiefs were originally struggling on that map, and they've just made it their own currently.
Yeah, they had that few, very early on when we started the ZOWIE Overwatch, GameStar Overwatch League. You saw a little bit of struggles there on the side of the Chiefs, but I think they've really ironed out a lot of those kinks, and they are looking like a much stronger team on those payload maps as well. I have to agree with Mick as well. King of the Hill maps for Chiefs now really are a bit of a mixed bag. Sometimes we see them absolutely dominant on them, and other times we really do just see them getting shut out. And a team like the Woodcucks is a very, very aggressive team on this King of the Hill maps. Ever since, I say it a couple of times, every week, but ever since the hero limit coming in right at the start of the competitive season, the Chiefs haven't looked as strong on this King of the Hill map. So it'll be interesting to see tonight, coming up against a very good team in the Woodcucks, how they perform.
We've seen Chiefs plenty of times in the past on Lijiang Tower. They're definitely very familiar with this, and it's usually a bloodbath when they're on this. It's an absolute chaos. So we're looking for a very exciting game here in your ZOWIE GameStar Overwatch League in week number 3 playoffs. We're in the semifinals between Chiefs Esports Club and the Woodcucks, with the Chiefs on the blue side, the Woodcucks on the red, and we're almost ready to go as the time ticks. Are you boys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, mate. It's gonna be a huge match. I think, honestly, whichever team wins this first King of the Hill match is going to be taking a lot of momentum into the second point here. So we'll see how both teams go. They'll want to win this one, get off to the good start.
And just to let you guys know, some people were saying that some VODs missing, but Crysis has added them to YouTube. So we have our full ZOWIE Star lineup on YouTube. So check that out on... Yeah, beg your pardon? I did.
Yeah, so it's been checked apparently. It's all good, 100%.
It's all good, 100%. We're good to go. You can hold me to that. And as we get ready, set here in the courtyard, and we've just already taken the tower here, the guys from the Woodcucks. So the Chiefs are just getting ready to come in with Snowblind and Turbo leading the charge, trying to get into OC. Here is Dorky zapping away. Smogler gets a kill. OC gets a kill too. We're here in the just in the corner here as people are going left, right, center. Dorky and Smogler get the kills, but the rest comes in already here for the boys of the Woodcucks. People are back up. They're trying to force them back out. Chiefs are on the outside. The circle is bar is coming around, and they've capped it here, boys.
Yeah, Woodcucks actually managed to capping that first point. I mean, it's still very, very close, but it looks like they're actually going to get this. And yeah, they've got the 10% on it. They got pushed out very effectively by the Chiefs at the start, didn't they? But they managed to hold on and not lose anyone early. And in signature Woodcucks fashion, they're not going to spend any time sticking on the point. They're almost chasing them into their spawn.
They definitely want these kills early, pushing them all the way back. The Chiefs are ready to reset, but the ultimates are up here on the side of both teams. Got 4 on one side, 3 on the Woodcucks. So here come the Chiefs, they're jumping in, going into the towers. The Rocket Barrage comes in, catches them off guard. TGK tries to bleed them out, they've been forced out here. So here pushes out with the Death Blossom, taking down multiple members, but they've fallen down. As the limb gets taken down here, but they still managed to control here as the res comes in.
Yeah, that was a big res coming in there on the side of Woodcucks, and that's managed to just hold them on the point here. And Osea using the Reaper damage very, very effectively and pushing the Chiefs back. And at the moment, the Chiefs really look like the second best team here at the moment, coming up on 60%. But they've got 3 ults, so they're going to look for an opening here, I'd say, Bobby.
They're jumping back in here. The Chiefs trying to push the Woodcocks back in the tower, but they're having none of that. As the ZOWIE ult comes in, swallows up 3 members, and they've all fallen here. Lim gets a beautiful ult off of this Tracer. The bomb goes off, but the res comes in here from the Chiefs, and Aporia falls down though. As Osea gets a double, a triple. Fresh comes in with his own kill over small being the pressure of the Lucios. TJK gets a kill here. They're pushing him on the outside. Only Turmo left, and he's trying to hold on, but he's going to be able to fall here as Haste zaps him away.
Yeah, I don't actually think the Chiefs, they're going to get back here just, I think. It's going to be close, but Osea at the moment just going off on this Reaper. He's got his ultimate as well, so the Chiefs are going to need a miracle to push in and cap this point, I reckon.
99% in overtime. Here we go with the Chiefs. This is their only opportunity left. So they try and push in. Osea is just slamming people here one after the other. He's still on the outside, getting them as they come in. Hey, Katie's in there though with the soldier, trying to do what she can. Oh, what he can. Sorry, Haste gets a kill here on Dorky. TJK hits up on Hey Katie. And there's no one left here for the Chiefs except a Reaper trying to get there in time. A slow blind dashes away, and he just misses out. First point to the Woodcocks.
I think that was because he was in the air as well. I don't know if Mick can confirm this, but if you're actually in the air, does it count as being on the point? Or?
No, it does. I think he was maybe just not close enough. I just wanted to say as well, since we're talking about name pronunciations so much, it's Rico. Not Osea, it's Rico.
Yeah, everyone's getting confused with
Rico!
It's Rico, yeah.
I was calling it Rico last week, but then it was like back to front.
Nah, it's definitely Rico. It's definitely Rico. I played Quake with him for ages.
Just rename yourself, mate.
Yeah.
Sorry, King of the Hill's really swingy like that. Just really nice focus from Elim and Rico on the enemy healer on Aporia.
Yeah.
Stopped him getting that really early res off that we saw from Fail, and just some really nice Mercy focus.
He's out the gates now, OG. Similar setup than last game, but Hey Katie is now on the McCree.
Yeah, Hey Katie going onto the McCree. Seen it a couple of times on this map. He's played it very effectively, usually looking to get that ultimate off of the top section there, but see how it pulls off here in this this really close battle so far on the second map.
Okay, was going onto the back line here, trying to get on top of the Fail here on his Mercy. But no, but he does not get onto there as Rico dashes away here with his Reaper onto the right side. Turmo still here at the front, trying to get on here, shooting away with the right button here on his mouse. As Haste is trying to fire away. People going back and forth. Hey Katie did pick up a kill on Rico though, as everyone's up for the Chiefs. There's an ultimate already from the Soldier 76 here on TJK, forcing Chiefs back off the point. And yeah, Lim and Fresh Haste all picking up kills.
Yeah, Elim's playing a really good game at the moment, actually, doing a lot of very hard flanking and harassing Chiefs very effectively. So at the moment, the Chiefs just really being outclassed here by the Woodcocks. Not even able to get a percent so far in this King of the Hill series.
Just saw a Smoglet there, just fell off the map.
Yeah, that was interesting, wasn't it? You're not going to be doing much use down there, I reckon. So they're a bit confusing on that one. Oh my goodness.
Dario comes in, he's just swallowed up 5 members, no one's dropping here. Only Snowblind and Poirier rests everyone back up, so they're ready to go here. ZOWIE is in the front line, but he's forced back here with a Lucio ult from the Chiefs. Everyone's moving back here with the Woodcocks trying to reposition. AKD Snowblind picking up kills. TJK gets a kill on the Soldier 76, but they're forced back the Woodcocks.
Yeah, Woodcocks fight. Oh, there's a res there, but I think that's a bit wasted there. I think they may go down unless Rico pulls up a miracle here, which he's coming pretty close to actually. And
that shield.
Yeah, that shield. I think just quickly before this fight, Fresh did manage to get his ult off last fight on Lucio, which really was very problematic there for Woodcocks. So he got picked off midair as he was using it, so it could have been a different fight if he got it off.
Zaya only swallows up one though, but the Woodcocks are still in control here at this point. So done well to keep this contested here, but Dorky and Hey Katie picking up kills, but looks like the Chiefs are going to get the point now.
Yeah, the Chiefs finally getting a decent percentage tally on this point here, and they're looking very strong. Aporia with some very, very clutch Mercy reses this game to keep the Chiefs alive in it. So it's coming up very, very close series so far. Excellent, exactly what we want to see here. at the ZOWIE GameStar Overwatch playoffs.
Yeah, 50% here for the Chiefs as it ticks over into the next half, and they need to get this point here to move it onto a third point on the first map of Lijiang Towers. Dorky goes in, he's trying to go for the back line on top of Fresh. Snowblind has got the shield on him from the Zarya, trying to do work here as Rico's getting healed here from Fail's Mercy, trying to get the Winston here on the outside of the Chiefs. Hey Katie still holding strong here with Turmo, Pori and the Smoggle all on top of the checkpoint. Here's Rico hits a Death Blossom, picking up 2 instantly, but the res comes in from Emporia, picking them back up. Is Fresh, is ready, and he pops his Lucio ult, same with Smoggle. Everyone's got maximum health bars. Rico's ready to go here on top of Dorky. Snowblind doing the opposite here. He's moved back here. Chiefs still in control of the point with Dorky holding strong. And Woodcocks have been caught inside this Zarya ult. They're getting swallowed whole. 2 people fall down. Rico back on the outside. Fail reses 2 people. Beautiful work from him. As the Zarya ult here from the Woodcocks. Falling whole. 4 members fall down. Beautiful job.
Yeah, I think Snowblind might come down here as well. God. Yeah, he nearly got it, but geez, I mean, they knew, both teams knew exactly what they wanted to do there. They wanted to play off the Zarya ult. The Chiefs wanted to win the game off it. Unfortunately, Fail came in and denied them super hard, and Haste managed to get his Zarya ult off and turn it around. So at the moment, the Chiefs just coming back and grabbing that though, my goodness. Yeah.
We've been put into overtime with that capture by the Chiefs, and everyone's on top of the not the payload. They've got the control point here. Is Rico is going strong. There's a soldier ult going off in the background here from TJK, and they're going to look like they're going to cap it here, and they do. Woodcocks have recapped it.
Yeah, really good push there by TJK, just pumping damage onto the enemy team there with the aimbot there on the soldier 76. So really good stuff there, but by both teams, it's going to be a close game, 99% to about 70 in a couple of seconds. So the Chiefs really don't want to lose this second map.
Borio's got the ult up here for Mercy, so they're looking to go in here. The Chiefs, they've got a good opportunity that everyone can get res, but Rico has got the Death Blossom. Lim's got the little bomb here on. Doesn't matter anyways. Rico goes in, hits the Death Blossom, cleans up 2 people. Turmo gets a kill over his team, and then gets a kill. Hey Katie, the res comes in from Emporia. Everyone ready to go on the chase, but Emporia dies for the troubles there as the res comes in from Fail. Everyone up on the Woodcocks besides TJK, who then falls down with an ultimate though. The Lucio hits the ultimate. Chiefs are going to try and recap, but they get caught by a Zarya ult. Both teams caught by the Zarya ult. As the time the bar moves away, and they're going to get it here. Jeez.
Yeah, that was massive by Smoglet there, having the Lucio ult time perfectly to make sure they come out ahead of the exchange, and the Chiefs managing to clutch that map after a very rocky start.
We got 1-1 here, Mick. We're going into the final checkpoint outside in the market, mate. What do you make of that second round there from the back and forth game?
It was like a really awkward res from Fail just after they lost the point. Like they lost the point, then he resed 2 people, and it was just like an awkward sort of uneven fight for ages. I felt like that he probably could have just saved his res and just come back, and they could have convincingly then pushed back in, and it would have been maybe easier for the Woodcocks to hold and take that one out. But yeah, Chiefs, I mean, adversity faces them, and they played really well.
And they're ready. They're outside the gates here on the market. The last point here for Lijiang Tower. And they're ready to fight already outside the tower. Just here as Rico is trying to get some shots off onto the back line here on top of Snowblind. And Smoglet trying to push people away. TJK is hovering in the air. Fail attaches to him. And Chiefs are swarming on top of the point. They're the only ones here on the point, boys.
Yeah, they finally managed to collapse in the Chiefs there, and just a little bit of indecisiveness I feel there by the Woodcocks, just sort of bleeding and getting picked off one by one. Haste almost going down the pit there and dying as well, but just surviving. And gee, the Chiefs are starting to look like a much better team at the moment.
They have awoken and they're ready to go as they're fighting on top of the bridge, but we got Zarya capping behind them. They finally realise that Zarya is there and they're ready to jump on top of Haste as he hastily makes away. And he's been caught out there. Chiefs still in control.
Yeah, the Chiefs once again just holding a really strong defensive line. Turbo playing a very strong Zarya at the moment, pumping damage onto the back line. Got his ultimate up 1%, so it's ready for this next fight. And Woodcocks, I think they need to get a flank going off and pick off Aporia, because at the moment, Aporia's reses have been very strong coming into this last two and third map.
As we're going around the far side here for the Woodcocks, and they've all come in together with a Zarya ult. picking up most of the Chiefs here, and TJK hits a rocket barrage over the top. Snowblind's able to shift away. Good res here from Rapori, picking up 3 members, but people are still falling down on the Chiefs here. They had to pop the Lucio off, keep them alive. They're trying to push in. TJK is dancing around, but she ends up falling down, but Bale's right there for the res. Everyone back up here from the Woodcocks besides Rico. He's going to come back from the spawn. TJK picks up a double on his way out. Lim's still holding strong. As I said, he falls down. TJK right there, still trying to shoot away as Dorky hits the ult here on the Winston, slapping people off left, right, and center. His Snowblind's there to help him out. Shooting right in front of Rico. Rico gets the better of him though, and the Woodcocks are trying to cap this, but Dorky's just back in time. The shield's there. The rest of the Chiefs are trying to pile on. Woodcocks are back onto the point though, so Chiefs are going to have to try and strongman this. And hey, Katie right at the front, along with Smallwood, a frontline Lucio bouncing up and down, but the rocket barrage already back up, and TJK gets swatted away by Hey Katie, picking him up before Hey Katie died as well. Corey gets the res off, dies in the process. Haste is on the outside. The Woodcocks still jumping there. Still the only person left, but the Chiefs are going to hold on.
Yeah, they're going to hold on. Can Rico get in? He has just holding up, but I think that... Oh no, TJK's being pushed out. Can he get on the point? No, he can't. Just pushed off. Gee, that was a very, very insane last section there by the Chiefs. Managing to come back from 1 game down to clutch it 2-1.
The Plantronics play the game. Aporia on the Mercy. Those Mercy reses left, right, and center, boys. And here we get Aporia getting the best of it. Everyone's swallowed up by that ZOWIE. Oh, beautiful 4-man res commit.
Yeah, I actually wanted to talk about this play in particular because we did see it happen again on the 3rd point where Lucio saves his ultimate. Like they caught an Azaria. I talked about it last week. They caught an Azaria ultimate. Lucio has ult, but chooses to save it. They team wipe and they die. They just die. Choose to die. Free res. Then their Lucio ult after the res is just so much more effective, and it's just like a really key thing that sort of the mid-tier teams can improve in their own game. Since Lucio Mercy is a really common pick at the moment, you know, always 2 supports, is just saving that Lucio ult till after the Mercy res. It just has such a greater impact, and we saw it on the 2nd point there and the 3rd point from the Chiefs, and it just really had like a really big effect and outcome on the game.
As the Chiefs pick up the first victory on Lijiang Tower, coming back after losing the 1st point, they came back with 2 wins back-to-back, but we're on watch point Gibraltar now, and this is going to be interesting with the Woodcocks having the momentum early, and now they're going to have to come back all G.
Yeah, the Woodcocks really looked very strong first game, and the Chiefs kind of looked dead and buried, and you'd think that was going to set a precedence coming into the 2nd and 3rd map, but I think with some really good Zarya plays by Termo and some excellent reses and Mercy play coming in there by Aporia, really let the Chiefs, you know, clutch and take the 2nd and then really hold and take the 3rd. So you would say at the moment the momentum is slightly in the Chiefs, but we are changing over to a completely different game though now with the payload map. So we'll see what happens coming into this map. It's very close to call at the moment. I think Woodcocks just need to sort of regroup and say, okay, last game that's done. We've got a few things that we're going to do better and move on to this next map and, you know, take some points.
As we get ready to load in, players just having a little break here. So let's thank GMB for subbing. So if anyone else subs here tonight, we'll also give you a shout out. So every sub that happens on this Twitch channel goes in towards back to the community. We don't take any of the money here at GameStar. We give it back to the community. Crisis can confirm on this one, can't you, Crisis?
Yes, I can. So we have several competitions on the go, all of them with cash prize. Well, we've got 2 on the go at the moment. The Overwatch and the other Blizzard title, of course, the MOBA Heroes of the Storm that we feature on Tuesday nights. And both of those have cash prizes on offer. The Overwatch prize, the ZOWIE GameStar Overwatch League cash prizes, of course, are split between ZOWIE, who provide the $120 first prize, and then GameStar provides the $60 second prize on a weekly basis. Of course, ZOWIE providing those massive monitor prizes for first and second place in the league finals coming up on the first weekend of August. And then the Heroes of the Storm Ember Series is a weekly tournament. We've already giving away $300 worth of prizes. So $50 a week to the first place team in that league. It's open as well. It's not a league. It's just a weekly tournament open to all comers in Australia and New Zealand. So if you're keen to win a little bit of cash playing a MOBA, come and join us on a Tuesday night here on Gamester TV. Registrations on battlefire.com/Gamester. But I think we are about to get into our next game on Watchpoint Gibraltar, Bobby J.
Thank you very much, Crisis. We'll check in back with you after this game. So we're getting ready, boys. Mick, what do you expect from the defensive lineup of the Woodcocks coming in here to Watchpoint Gibraltar?
Well, I could probably almost predict the lineup. They'll definitely be TJK on Farah. I think Elim, I'm trying to remember because he was playing a lot of tank back in the day. So obviously we want to see Reinhardt, Lucio. I'm trying to think of what we'll see that's sort of unique.
Any Roadhogs?
Yeah, I think maybe Haste will play Roadhog. I feel like the Woodcucks are a team who can pull off a sniper. They have a lot of aim-based players, but I just don't think they've practiced it or because it's not the flavor of the month at the moment, they don't play it and don't bother with it. I think they'll set up in the same spot that Untitled Spreadsheets do in that server room. It's been a really common spot for teams sort of like to copy, I guess, what we saw from Tainted Minds and Untitled Spreadsheets in that very first game a few weeks ago where everyone sort of six stacks the server room, and it seems to have good success. So, it'll be interesting to see how the first point plays off. I feel like if you can stall a team for like maybe a couple of deaths there, you're looking good on time at least. The second point, like all 3 points we've seen massive stall outs happen. So I feel like it's really hard for the attackers on this map if the defending team is allowed to get set up, especially on that second point. If the defenders can get set up on top of the ship, really high ground, it can be really hard to break through.
As Crisis was saying before, if we get to 100 viewers, he'll be giving away another T-shirt to a lucky person watching tonight. So he'll be able to come back in after this game and talk about it more, unless he wants to go right now.
Well, we've already sent 3 T-shirts out. So just last week, we sent out a Hanzo T-shirt. Somebody picked up a Bastion T-shirt. And what was the third one? I'm trying to remember now. All a little bit of a blur, but yeah, we've sent 3 T-shirts out from the Blizzard, from the Battle.net store, so it will be our pleasure to give away another one. Let's hit that 100 viewers, and we will be doing that on air as part of our raffle tonight. So we'll open the raffle as soon as we hit 100 viewers. Get your mates, ask your mum to tune in on her laptop, and join you as you watch the ZOWIE GameStar Overwatch League here on Gamester TV 1.
Yeah, as we get ready to load in here, we got game number 2 here in your semi-finals of the ZOWIE GameStar Overwatch League, week number 3 playoffs. We've got the Woodcocks here on the defense, Chiefs on the offense. We just saw the Chiefs pick up a 2-1 victory over Woodcocks in the first game on Lijiang Tower. Chiefs on the offense, all G. Similar setup, but we got Hey Katie not going for do you think they actually? I'm just got my baffled right now because they got 2 snipers. So I was like, that's slow blind or no? We don't make them. Not Hey Katie.
Yeah, I would be very surprised if we saw both of them coming out here for this first section. On the attackers, as Mick was saying, if you get stalled up in this first section, it can be very, very tough to push through into the rest of the map. So you really want to take it as hard as possible and really storm through and wipe the enemy team as fast as possible. And Gibraltar is one of those maps as well where if you get if you get this early checkpoint and get some snowball coming through the hangar, you can capture like 3/4 of the points very, very quickly just because of the way that the map is laid out. So it'll be interesting to see if the Chiefs stick with this comp here. And it looks like they actually are doing it, Bobby, at the moment. Snowblind on this Widow and Hey Katie on Hanzo.
Yeah, we got Snowblind up there in the little room onto the right, just above the server room. So ready to go as the Woodcocks will be forced out. So Snowblind being very patient. Hey, Katie with the Hanzo, trying to bait them out, shooting into that Reinhardt shield, but we've got a lot. Soldier just out to the left. TJK spots Hey, Katie, doesn't make it around though. The jump misses, and the escort is pushed on to the first checkpoint. The server room has been spotted. Hey, Katie shooting down. Fresh puts back up the shield though. So a limb not on the Reinhardt as we could think, Mick. Is the limbs on the Lucio.
Yeah, I think after he didn't make the best tanks right up, I think he's swapped off tanks. So he was missing a lot of ultimates, I believe. He didn't feel very confident on Reinhardt.
And TJK picks up a kill. Turmo gets a kill though in response on top of Haste. Roadhog's going at it. Turmo gets another kill. Oh, sorry, no, he doesn't. What am I talking about? And we've got Smallbullet trying to push in there. As Turmo pushes them back here with the Roadhog. I'll turn away there. Fresh move back here. The shield's a little bit broken, but he charges in, gets nothing but the payload. Smallbullet's trying to dance around him, showing him the footwork on the skates, and then Turmo comes around and gets failed in the background. Fresh is falling as well. The payload's moving on, boys, and it's gonna get there.
Man, Turmo just went beast mode there. He basically went like 1v4 almost. He just used the ult and broke the line that the Woodcucks had lined up and just stormed into the server room and picked off Fail as well. So 4 kills going down there for Turmo, and very, very strong play getting this over the line in the second checkpoint.
Haste made haste and quickly rushed through, and he hooked someone, and he's already got a kill. I think that was on the enemy Roadhog there. So he's taken him there on the defense for the Woodcocks. So Turmo getting a little bit caught out, but Hey Katie is sniping over here on the high ground, spotted them inside that little spaceship. As Hayes gets the chugging there with that Roadhog ult, as the Hanzo goes over the top, but they managed to avoid it. Felicio all help them out here for the Woodcocks, and they've all topped up here. Sorry, yeah, for the Woodcocks, and they're holding on here with TJK picking up a double kill.
Yeah, interesting play there by Hey Katie. Had a very good position and got the ult off, but jumped down and got picked off instantly by Fresh on this Winston. Sorry, I completely forgot his name for a second. Oh, I just didn't know what's going on. But yeah, got picked off straight away there by Winston, and yeah, basically lights out for the Chiefs there. Being picked off very quickly, but lights starting up again.
Dorky goes to the high ground, but misses, falls out the back of the spaceship here as the rest of the Woodcocks jump back down to the spaceship. Smallbullet hits the Lucio ult here for the Chiefs. They're ready to top up their health bars. They're going to push in. TJK still has an ult left though, as these hooks go left, right, and center here. As the shield goes down though, Turmo chugging away here, trying to get on top of a limb. A limb's dancing around, trying to hold strong. Rico gets hooked. He falls down. Limb's the only one left here on the payload. He's ready to fall down as well as Turmo finishes him off, and they're pushing on here.
Yeah, Turmo's just too strong at the moment, getting very, very instrumental picks here on the side of the Chiefs and pushing them up and capping this 3rd point. So, very, very strong play here by the Chiefs. The Woodcucks just look slightly scattered at the moment. They're not really sure what they're doing with their picks. They haven't got a Reinhardt either at the moment. They played the whole map without him actually. So, very, very interesting here on the side of Woodcucks that they're playing, this Winston and this Roadhog.
Congratulations, Turmo. You win the first nominee of the MVP Instrumental Award from Matt Flack. So, that's all G for anyone who doesn't know his full name. So, you might get a retweet from him, Turmo. So you're going to nominate for a tweet. Anyway, the action's going on here with Turmo holding up the shield, going in here with Dorky, trying to force people back. Haste gets the hook on top of him, so he falls down. Rico finishes him off after that hook. So the payload is still moving on here as the Chiefs get ready to regather. The shield's breaking for Turmo, and he gets hooked in by Haste.
Yeah, gee, that was a great hook by Haste, wasn't it? The Chiefs were in full defense there, just trying to cut their losses and get away, but Haste, really well-timed hook, getting him in, and they've, as we were saying, no Reinhardt, double Reinhardt being switched out on both teams here, so we've got Fresh and Turmo both whipping out the Reinhardts now, so some big ultimates coming in here, and the front line's going to be much stronger for both teams now.
Ult's coming up for the Woodcocks here, but hey, Katie's on a Widowmaker, ready to make things work for the team in a good position. Luciano's popped their ultimates. OCA going in, Rico going in with his Reaper ult, cleaning up there, but Dorky's third line getting kills to the Chiefs, still quite even here. As hey, Katie's on top, trying to shoot a snipe away. The res comes in for Raporia, everyone ready to go again for the Chiefs. Dorky gets a kill, Fresh gets a kill. The shields are down here for for the Woodcuts as Turmo goes in, the shield's been down, his shield's up though, they're pushing forward, they force back to the spawn here as the Prez comes in, people are back up, takes the fresh ready to go again, he gets hooked in though, as Dorky and Smogger gets a double there with his Lucio, the Turmo hits the big ult there, makes Matt Flack old G go, oh, and he's drawing a big one as he charges into the spawn.
Yeah, pushing in. It's all hands on deck now for the Woodcocks if they want to hold this out. We've got the Diva coming out here by fail. They're just trying to hold on, and it looks like they may. But Turmo just getting out of it, Bobby. Oh no, he's dead. He's dead.
Fresh charges in and it helps him out. He gets nothing but the wall, but his team can rally behind him and they get it as Haste is jumping all the way onto Dorky. Apora is attached to him though, so he's going to stay alive there. They're going to hide in the corner. But hey, Katie's been caught out. She grapples away just in time before healing her back up. Or him back up. Sorry, hey Katie. Dorky is shooting away with the rocket barrage over the top. There we go, but Rico's still alive, getting healed by fail from the spawn. They kept him alive here. Turmo needs to turn around, but Snowblind does it for him and cleans everyone up with the Death Blossom. Haste is there though, pops the ultimate on the Winston, slapping people off the payload. Does not do it though. The Chiefs are getting everyone off there. No one's going to get back in time and they end up getting it, boys. Great job by the Chiefs.
Hey, Katie's play there on that last checkpoint on that Widow was ridiculous. Probably one of the big reasons why I managed to push in on that last section. We'll go through Rico's play and then I'll talk about it again after this.
And the Plantronics play the game here on his Reaper. And he's just chugging away there at Turmo's health bar. And then he's going to hit a Death Blossom as he charges it up here. He sees it charge up, boom, straight away. That's a beautiful Reaper.
Yeah, Rico, as we know, really effective on the Reaper there. 640 coming down here on the side of the Chiefs, so a pretty fast time as well. But just quickly before we move on to this next half, Hey Katie really showing why he's known as one of the best Widow makers on the scene at the moment. That last section managed to get 3 very, very quick kills under a lot of pressure, and the last one mid-air having to 180 and basically shoot after a grapple to pick off the Winston. So really, really strong play there by Katie in that last section.
Oh, it was an intense game there, Mick. A lot of action. So sorry we didn't get you in at any point there. It was just kind of just rolling on there with the Chiefs.
Yeah, no, that's all right. I don't really agree with no Reinhardt on defense for so long. Like, I felt like that was a little bit of an area for improvement from the Woodcucks. Just like the second point, it was like they had 6 people high on the plane, but then the Chiefs just slowly pushed the plane, the payload underneath them, and it was kind of like by the time they realized what was happening, it was like too late to react. Whereas your Reinhardt would just be there soaking damage. He's just so good for stopping payload pushes and soaking lots of damage. And I don't know, I feel like they could have really utilized him there in that, especially in that second point. Maybe not the first point as much, but the second point definitely, I felt like they should have had the Reinhardt.
So with a time set of 6 minutes 40 by the Chiefs, the Woodcucks must beat that time if they're going to advance to a third map, which is Hollywood, here in your GameStar ZOWIE Overwatch League in Week 3 number playoffs in the semi-final. So we'll try and get a word somewhere from someone, hopefully Bizer or EJ. Hopefully they get a word in of how the other game is going between Jam and Untitled Spreadsheet for everyone in the chat. So especially for us, because we can't see what's going on. So my eyes are glued to this screen. So if anyone can help out,
as they should be, mate. As they should be.
And the teams are ready to go out here. So we've got a Roadhog and a Winston. No Reinhardt for the offensive team here on the Woodcuts.
Yeah, no Reinhardt either for the second on the defense either, which is, as Mick was saying, it's not so uncommon on the first point here, but it'll be interesting to see if they switch over after this, if this first point goes down. Also, a good thing to note out is Rico for the first time tonight actually switching off Reaper and onto a Genji. So it'll be interesting to see how Rico plays this Genji. And they've got the first point, and we'll see how they go in the second one.
Not in the server room, aka the Octagon, as me and all G like to call it.
Octagon, yep.
No one's in there. And they've all opted for the high side with Smoggler on a Torbjorn. TJ picks up the first kill here on a Poria falling down. And then we've got the hook coming in. Doesn't happen. As we get Turbo gets his though on top of Haze. Haze fallen here. He has fallen. Turbo getting the hog's breath there. Inhaling that goodness. He's back alive. Still going strong. And then he's just there all by himself though. I don't think he realizes his team's not there. Gotta be careful because Turbo's right behind him. He's chasing him down. And a limb's forward to Hey Katie picking up a beautiful double kill.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, the Woodcocks, they lost a couple of people early, but they really did have a chance to disengage there, and they didn't take it. They got picked off one by one, and now they're really forced to wait this extra, 10, 15 seconds to regroup and go in again. But not taking anything away from the Chiefs. Some very good play there by Katie on the far as well. So, yeah, the Woodcocks just going to need to regroup here and try and push in and grab this first point.
Here we go, as they're back on top of the payload here, as Como hits his Roadhog, trying to push people back off here, as TJK picks up a double kill Dorky Smuggler. Smuggler gets a double here on his Torbjorn. Going strong here for any of you Torbjorn fans. Smuggler's your number one pick here, as Fresh going strong, but he's fallen. Commentator Curse, Como gets the better of him. Hey Katie gets a kill, Lim gets a kill, Hayes gets a kill. Beautiful job from each team here. Hey Katie's hovering around, but I think he realizes most of his teams, I know all of his team's up now, they're coming back from the spawn. Hayes is still though, but gets shot by Smallblood here. The Torbjorn, guys, he's doing wonders for his team.
I was actually going to say the Torbjorn really was the defining factor in that point. He managed to use the Molten Core, and just by popping that, he drew so much attention to the turret and basically allowed the Chiefs to get in a good position to close his defense out. So Torbjorn coming out huge at that point, and they've stopped two pushes now here, but here come the Woodcocks. They're angry, Bobby.
Angry indeed, as here goes Hey Katie though, trying to stop that anger, but she falls down. Sorry, he falls down. I keep doing that guy. As the belt comes in with Torbjorn though, he's shooting people in the air. The Toad's doing wonders for his team, but the Winstons are going, so they're going to have a slapping contest here, back and forth. Yep. He's got the better backhand. Fresh goes in for the back line on top of the Borea. The Borea falls down though, so no good for the Chiefs though, but they're still holding on, so it doesn't matter that their Mercy's there.
Yeah, the Chiefs luckily managing to hold on there and but not need the Mercy to keep them healed up. So very good play there by the Chiefs. Really good again, Katie with the far play getting picked off as I say it, but really good play there to get the ultimate off. But if the Cucks going to go in, now's the time. They need to make a play.
Yeah, the commentator's curse coming from both of us here, so we apologise, hey Katie, as you get hooked. But here we go, the turret's been falling down small, it looks to reset it up, but everyone's fighting down here on the point. The Death Blossom is nullified here, but Rico might have another chance to get it off. But Smorgat's got the ult up here, as the Rocket Barrage comes in on the right hand side for TJK, and they get the point.
Yeah, Chiefs finally going down there, and the Woodcocks picking him off. Hey Katie switching over to this McCree. Very interesting pick there. I think though he was playing really well in that far up. Probably would like to see him on a little bit longer. But coming to this second section here, still not any switches on the side of Chiefs here in terms of a Reinhardt. So if the Woodcocks are going to go in, they've got Rico's ult. Now's the time. Now's the play. It has to come now.
And high point is always an important factor, Mick, and we see the Woodcocks already on top.
Yeah, didn't think they were going to get past that first point as we're engaging now on the second point. It's pretty crazy.
And they're just underneath the spaceship here. As Termo gets a double, Rico gets a double. Here we go with the Roadhog ult for Termo, trying to push back the Woodcocks over here, and he's sitting on the payload. He's going to go run up the stairs, down the stairs, sorry, and he's waiting for his team, and I think he's just going to drop, and they're going to have to wait for him to respawn.
Rico is doing some work, and that back line absolutely doing some work.
Absolutely. As I said, Mickey, that was the time he had to go big, and he managed to get the ult off and get two of them in the back and then go huge. But as I said, that again, Rico dies. I'm going to shut up now.
Okay, he gets a double kill though, and the res comes in from Aporia, so they're back into play. Hey, Kenny gets another second chance here. So on top of Fail, trying to get on top of Fail as the Lucio ults come in here, so everyone's getting their health bars back up. They're on top of the payload with Fresh jumping around. Chiefs trying to huddle together on top of that Lucio, keeping themselves nice and healthy. The Fresh pops the Winston ult, snapping people back and forth here. Hayes picks up a kill. Hayes picks up a double kill. And the Farah ult over the top here, and they've managed to get the point here.
Yeah, jeez, they managed to get the point. This is going to come down to the wire, I think. Hayes coming out big with the soldier and managed to get a few picks with the ult. So there's 1 minute left to go. They've actually got the ultimate advantage here, the Woodcucks. They've got the Mercy Reg and the Rico, the Reaper ult. So they've really got to push this momentum. They're only going to get one shot, and we've seen Turmo change into this Reinhardt just to try and slow them down. It's going to come down to the wire, Bobby. This is going to be a huge moment.
The time is ticking, and not long left. As we're at 4 minutes 50 left, though, we'll get you. As Rico jumps in for the Death Blossom, I was wondering, what are you doing, you crazy animal? And I was just mesmerized there by Rico, and they're still going to hold on here, the Chiefs, but here we go with TJK getting a rocket barrage, gets one though, but Small picks him off here at the end. Mercy's hiding in the corner, they find him there, as Snowblind's going to slap him away, Dorky's going to slap him away, the people are back up here from the Woodcucks, trying to push on, and the time has been called here. Wait, I think there's 1 minute left. 1 minute? 1 minute. Time.
No, I think it's actually gone. The Chiefs are going to hold on by the looks of it anyway in this fight, Bobby. And yeah, I think that's going to be the Chiefs securing their spot in the final.
That one's called GG. I think there's 40 seconds left. It's in 6 minutes now. Oh no, they said play it out. Okay.
Yeah, they're going to play it out, but
anyway.
Yeah, the Woodcucks will want to get a point here regardless, Bobby, if they can. I mean, they'd like to finish this payload, I reckon.
Yeah, they want to get a point. Chiefs are moving on though, they get to 4 points, so first to 4 here. So they're going to move on, but it'd be nice for the Woodcuts here to get a point, just so it's up on the board. And they're pushing people off, trying to get that payload up there, slapping them towards the spawn. Tomo holding on strong here with the shield. Fresh is on the back line, trying to get on top of Hey Katie. Hey Katie's moving back with Aporia here, as Hayes is shooting away at that Tomo's Reinhardt shield. Slowly breaking here, but they're forcing them back here. The Chiefs, Snowblind picks up a double kill or a triple kill, and it looks like they're going to be able to successfully hold here, the Chiefs. Good job.
Yeah, good hold there by the Chiefs. The payload got pushed up quite far, then they just need to make sure that they did hold on. But Katie on the McCree is actually doing quite a lot of work at the moment, using that flashbang very effectively to stop any real push that the Woodcucks are putting in. So the Chiefs, they've secured their spot in the final, but they're still looking to hold this payload off.
Let us know, Crisis, if there's any updates on starting spreadsheet, if someone gets a message through to you, or Bias is in here, or EJ's in here.
He's already said.
The message has come through from RQT that they have picked up the win. They've won 2 of the maps, so that'll be a 4-0, a 4-1, or a 4-2 result.
Thank you very much. So the Chiefs will be playing Untitled Spreadsheet in the finals, the 3rd week in a row here at the ZOWIE Games, so Overwatch League. So 2 best teams in Australia jerking it out once again, guys. Yeah,
it's going to be big again with the Chiefs coming against the Untitled Spreadsheet. Last week it was a pretty big shutout in this sort of spreadsheet. So it's going to be interesting. Chiefs are going to want to get some pride back, I reckon, on this one.
Yeah, they'll be definitely, if they pick up the win here, they'll be looking good to be the #1 team again in Australia. And they've got RF LAN on the weekend that they'll be attending, so good momentum as Fresh is charging in, but he falls down here. Snowblind and Aporia have been attached to the hip this game. And they're just shooting up the entire enemy team with that Soldier 76.
Yeah, Soldier's been a really good swap for him, I think, on this last couple of points here, just doing all sorts of damage here for the Chiefs and making sure they keep it in. So yeah, only 1:20 left if the game is going to close out, so we'll see what happens in this last section. We've actually had Rico lead the game, so they're actually a man down at the moment. We just have to wait and see what happens in this last minute.
Maybe living up to that Edgelord Reaper role, so he's left the game first, had enough maybe, and the rest of his team are following suit. And the time's ticking. Chiefs strong-armed in there, forcing the Woodcucks to leave, so...
yeah, well, I mean, really...
So...
Yeah, I was going to say, all in all, the Chiefs really coming up big in these those last, well, definitely the last map, but in the last couple of sections of that King of the Hill as well. I mean, if we remember all the way back to that first map, they really had no answer to the Woodcucks' aggression, and in the end, I think it came down to a lot of really good mercy play by Aporia, and the support in general being helped along by Smorglet really pushed the Chiefs over the line. What do you think, Mick? was a deciding factor in this series?
I think the biggest talking point is Aporia on Mercy. He's typically been their Lucio player. I don't know if Zelogs is not playing at the moment or is just not available tonight, but Aporia is typically on Lucio and he's playing a pretty good Mercy. He was a bit shaky on that very first round of the King of the Hill, but after that he really stepped up and playing really well.
Is Small gets the Plantronics play of the game here on the Tourbillon? Who expected the Tourbillon here and what point Gibraltar from the Chiefs? As he's just firing away here, pace to pace.
That was the moment I said where the Torb type really drew all the attention by the Woodcocks, and they couldn't get into him. So yeah, the Tourbillon really effective on that first point.
Yeah, Mick, we're seeing the Chiefs struggled to begin with. They lost the first point on Lejeune Tower, and they've come back strong here.
Yeah, they're just playing with a different roster every week. I mean, they got lots of subs. So last week they had Zelogs, week before they had Rep. So it's just like they're not playing with a stable six, and it's kind of like people have to shift roles a little bit. Smoglett's he's a really strong player. Unfortunately, I think he can't play as much as he would like to. That's why he's sort of not in the core roster, but I definitely know Smoglett's a beast. But yeah, I think it's just like the Chiefs have been not having internal issues, but it just seems like they're messing around a little bit with the roster. And then that there sort of enforces picks. Like we saw the week they had Rep, they sort of played a lot of Farah because it felt like that was maybe all he could play. Now they had Snowblind. This week they had Snowblind and Hey Katie playing more of like we saw the double sniper come out at the very start, and yeah, it's just they're kind of still. It feels like they've started losing a little bit to Untitled Spreadsheets, who have a really sort of solid lineup. Only swapped one player since they started playing, and the Chiefs is sort of feels like they're kind of getting that mix together of people playing characters and also a standard six. So I think they've got a really strong lineup right now. I think we'll see definitely a closer game against Untitled Spreadsheets than we've had previously. But it's all about shutting down RQT. He's just so good on Mercy and so sneaky. So hopefully they can find a way to deal with him. I mean, it depends on what maps we go to as well, but I feel like shutting down RQT or putting some sort of focus on him will be really big in this series.
I have to say, just quickly as well, Bobby, before you come in there, on the point of what Mick was saying with the Chiefs roster, we have to remember as well that Ori leaving the team and stepping down from the support role really was a big factor for the Chiefs as well. He was, extremely important in the games that we saw him playing here, and always a very, very prominent player for them. So with him leaving the team as well, and along with the other subs that they've been playing in there, Mick's absolutely right. They really haven't had a chance to really form that roster together and get a strong synergy going. Unlike Spreadsheet, who've had basically the same team since the start. So yeah, well, they'll be looking to look for it in the grand final though, for sure, Bobby.
Speaking of synergy, there are 3 Plantronics Rig 500 HD 7.1 gaming headsets up for grabs for the Plantronic MVPs that have been nominated throughout the ZOWIE GameStar Overwatch League. So we're going to select our nominees here. So you're up first before we go to a break. So Orgy, this quickly.
For me, I'll probably reiterate on what Mick said at the end of the game there. For me, I think, Aporia really did shine through that game there and deserved my MVP, my Plantronics MVP for that game. He really pulled it together the last couple of King of the Hill maps in that last, the map on Gibraltar as well. He played really, really well and was very, very important for the Chiefs to win that.
Do you agree, Mick?
Yeah, I think it's always hard to transition from like Lucio to Mercy, but he's done it really well. And except for that shaky first round in King of the Hill, apart from that, he's looked really good. So, I definitely would give it to Aporia as well.
So congratulations, Aporia, picking up your Plantronics MVP nominee. You're going into the draw to be one of the 3 people who will win the headset. So we're going to leave it at that while they draft the maps for your grand final between Untitled Spreadsheet and the Chiefs Esports Club. We're going to take a short break during that drafting phase. So I'm here with Orgy, Mix05, and Crisis. So I'm Bobby J. We'll be with you shortly on GameStar TV's broadcast of the ZOWIE GameStar Overwatch League.